Hi there, and welcome to Thursday, January 9th, 2025. I am Robin with In the Family Way Coaching, and we are going to have our daily Bible reading in Read the Bible in 1 year in about 7 minutes a day with our Day by Day Kids Bible written by Karen Henley. I have put my sticker down on my attendance calendar to keep track of my daily commitment. And I hope that you have put your sticker or your mark down on your calendar for your daily commitment tracking as well. If you do not yet have a calendar, then you're welcome to download that from my site. I have a free one there for you, the same one you just saw. And if you would like to support the event, then I will also send you a pack of stickers for the month so that you can have the little cross gold foil stickers to put on your calendar, as well as a printed copy of the calendar. That's my giving back to you if you would like to choose to support the event. It is completely optional. You do not have to do that. But if you do choose to do so, then I wanted to give you that back as my gift to you. So today we are going to pick up in Genesis, and we are going to be reading about Isaac and Rebekah's family and the children that they have. This comes to us out of Genesis 25, and it's called Twins. Now Rebekah could not have any children, so Isaac prayed for her. And God answered Isaac's prayer. Rebekah was going to have babies, 2 of them. Rebekah could feel them inside of her. They were pushing each other around. Rebekah asked God, "What's happening here?" And God said, "These 2 babies will start 2 nations. One will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." Sometime later, Rebekah had her babies, and they were twin boys. The first one looked red, and his body was hairy, and they called him Esau. The next baby was holding on to Esau's heel, and they named him Jacob. Esau became a very good hunter when he grew up. He liked to go out into the fields, but Jacob was quiet, and he preferred to stay home around the tents. Isaac loved Esau best. That's because Isaac liked to eat the meat that Esau cooked after hunting. But Rebekah loved Jacob best. One day Jacob cooked some soup, and Esau came in from his time in the fields. He was hungry. He said, I'm so hungry I'm about to die. Hurry up and give me some of that red soup." "First, you must promise me something," said Jacob. "When our father dies, he will leave most of what he owns to you. Promise me that you'll let me have it all." "All right," said Esau. "After all, I'm about to die of hunger." "Promise," said Jacob. So Esau promised. Then Jacob gave him some of the soup and some bread, and Esau ate the food and left. Genesis 26. Isaac in the land of Gerar. A time came when there was not enough food, and crops would not grow in the fields. So Isaac moved to the land of Gerar. God told Isaac, "Stay here for a while. I will do good things for you here. One day you and your family will own this land. It will be part of the promise that I gave Abraham. Your children and their children will become a big family, and there will be many of them, as many as the stars in the sky. Good will come to all nations because Abraham obeyed me." So Isaac stayed in the land of Gerar. Now Rebekah was beautiful. The men of Gerar asked Isaac about her. Isaac was too scared to tell them she was his wife, and she said, "She is my sister." He was afraid they might kill him, and one of them might want Rebekah to be his wife. One day the king looked out of his window. and he saw Isaac hugging Rebekah. So he called for Isaac. "Rebekah is really your wife," he said. "Why didn't you tell me?" "I was afraid someone might kill me," said Isaac. Now the king was upset, and he said, "No one may bother Rebekah and Isaac." Isaac planted seeds in the land of Gerar. Lots of crops grew for him. He had 100 times more than when he started. God was being good to him, and he got very rich. He had many sheep and cows and servants. Now the people of Gerar wished that they had what Isaac had, so they filled up all his wells with dirt. "Leave us," said the king. "You have too much power." So Isaac moved to the valley, and Isaac's servants dug new wells there, and they found fresh water. Now some of the men of Gerar took care of cows, and they said, "This is our water." So Isaac called it the well of making a fuss. They moved and dug another well, and this time the men began to fight over that one too. Isaac called that well the well of fighting. So they moved and dug another new well, and this time no one came to fight over it. So Isaac called the well Wide Places. He said, "Now God has made room for us." One night God said to Isaac, "Don't be afraid. I am with you." So Isaac made an altar at that place, and he worshiped God there. Then the king of Gerar came to see Isaac. "Why did you come here?" asked Isaac. "You asked me to leave." The king said, "We can see that God is with you. We want to promise that we won't fight each other. We want to have peace." So Isaac had a big dinner for the king, and the next morning they promised they promised each other to have peace. Then the king and his people left. On the same day, Isaac's servants came to him, and they told him about another well they had dug. "We found water," they said. So he called that well Promise. And that's the end of our January 9th reading. I think it is especially important in our story today that when Rebekah could not have babies, what did Isaac do? He prayed for her, and God answered that prayer. And when Rebekah could feel the babies inside her, and she didn't know what was going on, who did she go to? She went to God, and God told her that she would have two babies who were going to be two nations, and that the older would serve the younger. And that's exactly what happened, isn't it? Esau ended up selling everything he had as his inheritance when their dad would die, Isaac, to Jacob in exchange for some dinner. And exactly what God said would happen became true. So I thought that was important to point out in today's story today, that God absolutely knows what's going to happen. Even though the babies were not even born yet, he knew who was going to do what. And he knows us too, even before we are born. Well, that is our story for today. I'm so glad that you've been joining me this year as we read through the Bible in 1 year. If you are joining me on YouTube and you have not already, please subscribe to my channel and click the like button for the video down below, as well as post a comment on the video, especially if you are participating in the monthly Perfect Attendance giveaway. If you are just watching for the first time, then I will let you know that the Perfect Attendance giveaway happens once a month at the following month, and attendance is kept by looking to see who has commented every day on the video to show that they have watched it. And then the other place where you can watch it is on my site, where you can either watch the recording or you can register for the event live. And then you would send me a message, an email message, letting me know that you had watched the video. And it's been a great pleasure so far reading to you in January. I'm super excited and I'm having a great time doing these videos. And I'm really happy to hear everybody's wonderful feedback that they are enjoying the videos. So I really appreciate your encouragement and I'm so glad that you are enjoying them. And I will see you again tomorrow for our next daily reading. Have a great rest of your day.